MaJaMa Jams is brought to you by Ear.
MaJaMa. MaJaMa. MaJaMa.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Welcome back, everyone, to MaJaMa Jams, a show where we discuss other people's work to avoid doing our own. And right here at the top of the hour, I would like to beg you guys to please like and subscribe. Don't have any clever way to say it, just please. It takes so little effort. Bop, ta 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 ta. Do it now, or I'm not gonna do it till you do it. I got all day.
They do too.
Hmm?
You also have other choices to click on to watch.
Oh, they're gone. They left. Okay.
Yeah, they're not.
So, guys, welcome. Now, if you've been with us since the beginning, you've known that every quarter that pops up, we do some inane little pseudo gimmick to kind of false celebrate nothingness.
Except for episode 75.
We didn't do. I think we always did something. It wasn't
We
always
did,
like a back and forth, but I feel like we always remember.
Cue the winged serpent.
Did we?
No, there's always been something. 25, 50, 75, 100, by the way.
I don't know.
Mr. Mick Garris was here for episode 100. If you guys missed that, check it out on this channel. Amazing interview.
I just edit the episode. I don't watch them.
I was talking to them.
Oh, okay.
We watched them.
We should cut. We should just don't leave any.
So anyway, today for episode 125, holy cow, how did we get there? We said, well, let's do another coin toss reminiscent of episode 25's Larry Cohen showdown between The Stuff and Cue the Winged Serpent. Both would eventually end up on the show. But today we said, how about
Skyscraper or Skyscraper?
jutting up into the sky? Skyscraper or skyscraper? Is it going to be one big meathead, or is it going to be a couple big set of jubblies?
Fine.
And it turned out that it was
Both.
both. And let's run footage of them simultaneously right here. No, we luckily landed on the Anna Nicole Skyscraper, which is from the 90s.
96.
From 96. I was going to say mid-90s, so right about in there. And it might as well have been created by an AI after saying, give me the most generic example possible of everything that encapsulates 90s action movies. What is the plot? There's not much to it. A helicopter charter soon turns deadly when the humongously breasted female pilot finds that she is on a building held by terrorists. It is up to her and her husband to save the hostages, and a kid, and a dog, and those titties. Think of boring Die Hard if Bruce Willis was a size 200. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
You added the humongously.
Yes.
any human being with a modicum of knowledge about the the movie industry and cheap movies knows that there's sex scenes, gratuitous sex scenes. They don't necessarily need to be there, but they sell the movie. We're all aware of this concept. Now, that's what we have today, except my brother here pointed out that they have one of the most epic failures ever, because what I'm going to say right off of the winged mammal is that this is one of the most boring, pointless slogs. As Mateo pointed out, a lot of stuff goes on. Bang, 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 bang. Bullets, 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 explosions, car chases. Lots of stuff is going on. Nothing connects, nothing matters. What does matter? Two things. Those two things, thing one and thing two, on 90 Anna Nicole. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Superstar.
Now, full disclosure, I'd watched this before, originally on a sleepover in middle school, so we could cackle at it. But that let me discover that this movie was good for one thing. Furiously whacking it to 3 scenes in the movie where Anna Nicole is actually topless, and oh my God, it is spectacular. The surgeon did a great job. My brother here couldn't believe they were fake, and I hadn't looked at them in a while since I was a teen. I'm like, you're right. They don't look like they're just stuck there.
No.
It's incredible. They look like they have heft and weight, and I know some people, homosexuals, like smaller breasts, but Jesus Christ,
Superstar.
this is amazing. This is everything. And I've been intimate with myself in a broom closet many times back in the 90s with this. But beyond that, does
We
it
had a
matter?
VCR in the broom closet.
Yeah, I had to drag it in. Mom and Dad were wondering where it was, and they went to watch their stuff.
We had a broom closet.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Live and learn.
I always say that. So, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. This is just complete boredom. Now, Matthew says, dude, you say this every week. You say this every week that this is the worst, and the other ones actually had X, Y, and Z.
It's only been 5 minutes.
Wow.
I thought we were about to wrap it up. For the
Right?
first
Yeah, we're going to try to do one segment of this piece of crap. Listen, we get so many... Seriously, the glasses, the black tank tops with the muscles out, the gloves, the guns, the rocket launcher, the jumpsuits,
Just
everything
the
is
most
90s
epic
AI.
fail of like, why are you putting her in this thick ass burlap jumpsuit? Like, take her out of that. Take that
Yeah.
off. At least roll it down and have her in a tank top.
Now listen, it's very funny what he's saying because it could just be a comedic angle, but I guarantee you this movie exists for, again, 2 reasons. No one is going to buy this movie, rent this movie, watch this movie. No one is going to do it but people that want to see Anna Nicole and off. She cannot act to save her life.
Well, excuse me for still believing in Sunday walks in the park and little babies.
She was drugged up the whole movie, so you absolutely dropped the ball by having her in a thick, full-body aviation jumpsuit. What the hell are you doing?
Cut it out.
Every male with a half-decent physique, tank top. Oh, it rips. Oh, take it off. Oh, I got blood. Put
The
it in,
whole
wrap it
idea of
around,
John
show it off.
McClane slowly losing his clothes,
Right.
his shoes throughout
Right.
Die Hard, just like make her get trapped on a whatever, just make her trip and it falls off. Don't care how it happens, just take it off.
Uh-oh, the room between me and the person I have to save is filled with trampolines, and I have to dangle upside down. The elevator's shaking like
Not
this.
the trampoline factory.
I'm glad you see it my way.
Dude, there is such it's a logic-based failure. I think this is why it's interesting. It's not just a couple of schmoes
weird
taking a
because it's
comedic
almost
angle on a
like
couch. This
we
is
don't
how...
want to sexualize Anna Nicole Smith throughout this, so let's put her in a jumpsuit and make her our
Well,
action star.
in fairness, one of the first shots is literally like she's being crucified in the shower with her eyes closed for some reason, like she's dying. And
no, I'm
it's
saying
just out there.
that couldn't be the reason because there's gratuitous sex
Right.
scenes.
Yeah.
She's getting railed from behind. She's getting sexually assaulted. She's getting digged down on a farm in the middle of the dirt.
It was
They
funny
don't
because
care about
told,
that.
I told Matthew I was very intimate with the 3 scenes she was topless, so I was like, yeah, there's going to be a flashback. She's screwing on a farm. He's like, wait, how are they going to like we're in the middle of a skyscraper.
Most
How are we
hilarious
going to
part
transition to this? And it just
It's like we want to be able to show our protagonist has some gun skills.
Yes.
So wait, how would this blonde, busty woman know how to use a gun? Okay, let's do a flashback. She's training with her boyfriend on a range, and they're shooting at bottles. And she's like, "Hey, don't forget I'm from."
Remember, I'm from MaJaMa, Texas.
Hey, Texas.
So whatever. Hey, let's bang. And then they proceed to watch the entire sex scene. She's just sitting there in that office space after being swinging on the side of a skyscraper, seeing people get their heads blown off.
what was I
And
supposed to
she's-
remember about that flashback?
On top of remembering that she has gun skills, she's remembering.
The sex scene. And not only that, but then she forgets about the gun skills because when she is facing one to one with the thug with the long hair, nobody gets anything. She
Yeah.
gets him by mistake on the leg, but
Yeah,
they're
they're just firing
throughout
200 shots and
in
neither
a
of them hit
corridor.
shit.
So there is not
Yes,
even
all these are in corridors.
Yes, there is not even a place to say, oh, she's zigzagging.
Yeah.
No, she's just running, and they miss 165,000 bullets.
It really these characters are you go get an AI generator right now and type in show me a cliche 90s action movie thug. Everyone.
Yes.
The boss, the thugs, the henchmen, the attire, the rocket launcher. Yes, Matthew?
Why was she a helicopter pilot?
Aha.
Couldn't she have just been a secretary?
Yeah.
Like there's no,
No.
helicopter chase at the end.
No.
It's not like like she says, hey, let the boy go at the very end.
I'll make a deal with you. You let the boy go over to Gordy, and I'll take you anywhere you want to go.
I don't even like children.
That could have been the last 15 minutes of the movie. Her in the helicopter trying to land cleverly, swoop
I think
around,
only for two
be chased by a
reasons,
police
yes.
helicopter or something.
Only for 2 reasons. One, they had somehow an excuse to have
Helescourt.
them run to the top of the building at the end of the movie, so then the evil guy can fall down. I guess. and two, because probably they were saying, "Oh my God, this movie is so boring. Let's put some helicopter shots."
Oh my God.
Always in the same area
The
in
first
downtown
20
Los
minutes
Angeles.
is her circling around a building.
Yes.
Well,
They're so recognizable also
Yeah.
because
Plus, I mean, the LA downtown is not. It's not New York.
yes.
It's not
Now,
that big.
look, now
You're gonna circle the same 3 buildings.
Yeah.
I've got a flawless example because you are actually making me think about this in a non-joking way because it's
I'm sorry.
mind-blowing.
I'm so sorry.
It's
about
mind-blowing. So I still
That
haven't
was never
seen
my
it.
intention, of
I
course.
still haven't seen it, which is shocking.
We just
because
watched it. What are you talking
in
about?
8th grade, she was legend. She was Grail. But Pam Anderson's Barbed Wire.
This is just like my favorite song. I got you, babe.
Don't call me babe.
Now I
Oh,
still
yeah.
haven't seen it, but one would find. Granted, that's a little more high profile, a little more bigger
Yes.
budget. But what is Pam in the whole movie? She's in a black leather bustier because you know that movie exists because
think
blonde
it's
bombshell
bustier.
Pam Anderson wants to have a vehicle so that teenage boys can go
Bustier.
see it. And I'm sure that she's in a bunch of stuff that shows them off. So again, you have the same
Shows
concept
what off?
here. Why are you not like, oh, she's a friggin',
It's-
she's a
Because here she's most of all, she's an actress.
Jeez, who are you?
I'm the helicopter pilot. What happened? They're-
Go!
they're-
Go!
She's an actress.
But no one was.
Her delivery is so
Well,
inspired.
excuse me for still
Dude,
believing
it
in
is the
Sunday
Olsen
mornings
twins.
and babies. It really is. There's no
Full
joke.
House season 3
None of
through
this is a
5.
joke. This is all literally what it is. Look at Michelle Tanner's deliveries.
Hey, you better fix it.
Where are you mangy mutt?
Uh-oh, trouble. Under a bed.
We now return to
MaJaMa.
Mr. Drake.
What the hell happened to you?
Some people are trying to kill me.
So everything we're
That
saying,
woman should not be reproducing.
everything we're
But
saying.
she wants a baby.
See, that's why you don't want to have a baby. I want a baby. And he thinks I can't have a baby.
adds to the fact that she should be in a skin, whatever her occupation is,
It's-
skin-tight
it's-
white tank top the whole movie, and it's a jiggle fit. Like, this is 101. This is Skinamax. This
It's
is
such a
direct-to-DVD.
gross
This is-
oversight. I almost think it was intentional. Like, would it be like, okay, I'll do the sex scenes, but I'm not going to be running around in some tank top with them things flopping everywhere.
I think that probably, but this is
No,
just
you will be doing that, Anna.
That's the only reason you're here. That is the only... Do you think it has to do with anything else?
I'm gonna go look for a way out. I can't just stay here.
I think that probably, but this is just like a wild guess. I have nothing to back it up. It's just like there are these 3 sequences.
The sex scenes?
Yeah, the sex scenes so sparse, and the flashback, the whole sex scene can be easily cut out
Right.
without, because they were thinking maybe we can edit it and put it on cable television. So
Anyone want to watch this without those scenes?
Seriously.
whatever it is, but that seems the
But
the only reason why they
Like
are.
the cool wave of relief I felt when her breasts came out.
me too.
Yeah,
It's so interesting because
they were really interesting.
it feels like...
They're massive.
Yeah,
It's like a baby holder for 2 newborns,
great.
like stuffed inside of her.
it's great.
Chest.
Listen,
She's holding 2 minions.
93 Anna Nicole and Naked Gun 2, 93 Anna Nicole or 96 here, whatever. Mid-90s Anna Nicole is amazing. Just holy Christ in a handbasket. Yes, they look amazing. They don't look fake. All the more reason. No, look, that's the thing. If you triple down on this, it could be kind of a modern Russ Meyer sleazeball underground classic to the point where you put it on, and whether you want to laugh at the incompetence of the action or just see some jugs, like, the more I think about it, it's not a comedic angle. It's not a way to play. It's like, no, this is business 101.
No, yeah,
This is
yeah.
lean into it. Like you said, tank top, the whole movie. She's got to run. She's getting dirty. She's got to, I got to rip this off. I got to tie it around. Half of it's out. I'm jogging through the hole in the bra. I'm fucking the helicopter.
He even
Like,
rips her tank top when he's about to sexually assault her at the end, and then suddenly
It's
so-
healed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What the? And why is it so
has
baggy?
Magic powers. Even that.
Why is your tank top so baggy?
Again,
It's like they're trying to cover them up.
It looks like.
it's base level.
But there's no They're not trying to give her any definition
No.
whatsoever.
It's just like the parachute pants of MC
Yeah.
Hammer.
It's blowing my mind more and more. You're right. Okay, so we had her in the. She has to be a helicopter. Oh, we took it out. Okay, put her in the tight thing. Like, it's. And here's the reason.
It's insulting.
No, here's the reason I'm going so hard. It's not an idealistic angle. It's not being like, how come we can't have soldiers go overseas with hugs and flowers? No, it's like, I need to make more money. I need to exploit these people. We need to cut holiday bonuses. It's like real world how it works, stupid. Why the hell wasn't someone like, get her in the tank top, make a jiggle, hang her upside down, have a jump from something? Like, what friggin' person was just like, yeah, let's just have her schlep through in a jumpsuit as if any other aspect of this, you have 6,000 gunshots, 80 people get
Like
shot,
her.
20 trucks blow up, and none of it matters.
Yeah.
None of it's remotely interesting. Your brain struggles to care or function.
Thank God for the music.
Oh, the music. Oh, my God.
Shit!
Dude, it's Xanax.
The music is leftovers from the orgy in Eyes Wide Shut. It just is
I
something.
wish.
This is a
terrible.
complete objective failure
'Cause, like,
on
you
the
have-
most realism-based level.
You really have nothing. She has RBF throughout the
Oh my
entire
God.
film. She looks like she's at a buffet where she's just disgusted by every piece of food, and she keeps trying things. No. Just this snarl.
Dude, the scene where they leave her in the helicopter, and like you said, she literally, we cut away from her, like, and then we cut back after the guys come, and she's still just standing there. The whole time she was like, I don't like waiting for people.
Wait for us.
Yeah, then she doesn't even respond half the times when they're like, "Okay,
Yeah.
just wait here," or I'll
No,
get
The
but-
back with you,"
acting
or-
is atrocious. She's clearly on drugs. I heard tales that they had to feed her lines in an earpiece like Brando. I just don't understand how this is not a sleaze fest. There is literally entire subgenres.
You want the Vicodin? Say the words. Words, then a pill.
With pleasure.
There's literally entire subgenres of titty movies of like that is based around this. There's the whole Russ Meyer thing. There's the whole exploitation films, and this dumbass movie has their prize heifer in her prime come out here to do 3 friggin' 1-minute scenes to titillate you, pun intended, with just the greatest set of 90s Cinemax jubblies
Is that
slapping
where
around.
tits came from? To the late?
No, I don't think so.
Great question. All right, let's.
Why
Let's push aside
why is she here?
Yeah, let's try to get
I
to
know
what
why
this actually
she
is.
caught
What
what did she start off by doing?
So we have the ultimate MacGuffin, basically, because they
Oh,
just.
no, sorry, I'm asking about her career.
She blew up because of Playboy. She's a Playmate. Same as Pam. Her and Pam and Jenny, Carmen Electra, all kind of parallel careers
She
in
had
the 90s.
Playboy. She had let's say, a movie career. And then when she was petering out, she married a 100 years old. I don't remember what I was saying, but
Something about her boobs.
Well, I was going to say we could try to get into mildly to some of the other aspects.
And I'm gonna tell you how to point to make.
I don't remember. But
Well, like you were saying, like it'd be one thing if like you were seeing under boob
Yeah, they
or
just
side
skid her
boob, and it's like,
TTs around
okay, but you're like blatantly showing these things, getting railed from behind them, swinging around, being sexually assaulted, thrown onto a desk, him groping for her from underneath, not even like trying to like do
so
it,
you're
and
going
with any
for
sort of attack whatsoever.
You make more sense the more you talk it out,
yes,
dude.
So why would the rest of the film not be her?
that would be also the most complicated scene to remove because it's a plot point because she reaches for the paper.
This scene is crucial.
Yes.
Can't cut it.
If I don't get this today, the whole film's going to collapse.
Remember this. Back then, even if it's only 1996, the home video market and rental was booming. There was no streaming whatsoever. So you would go most of the time, unlike now, most of the time, you had to do the tragic thing that is judging a book by its cover. You would go to Blockbuster or Hollywood Video or whichever other rental and trying to see...
Better have those things front and center then.
And say, is this movie gonna be any good? That's right. There was
maybe it will be. Can't even see the logo behind it.
Yes.
What's it called? I don't know. Just get it.
Yeah, because they were
running out of Blockbuster.
There was actually an industry that they were almost paying more to have an enticing cover than actually a movie in itself, because there were no trailers, no nothing. You would just know by seeing the. If you were lucky before a movie, there was a couple of trailers, but the output of this kind of movies was gigantic, and especially this one came clearly is inspired by Die Hard. I'm sorry?
So did this one.
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, if this was a full-on sleaze fest, I would watch this like once a month. But instead, what?
But speaking of Die Hard, they ripped the scene where she's dangling off the cable.
Yes.
Straight from Die Hard.
Please don't let me die.
Done horribly.
Yes, done
lame.
forever. Also,
no tension
let's rape off
whatsoever.
Die Hard, but bad.
Yeah.
It's
Imagine it's after she gets her top ripped off, so the thing pulls her against and smashes her up against the glass topless, and all the cops below just start viciously beating off in a line like seals.
No, but you could do this as a comedy. Like there's a board meeting, and she just slams against the outside of the window. Especially if it's like a woman has become a CEO for the first time in the company's history, and she's giving a lecture in the middle of it, how she has to overcome everything she's been through at the company. So they ended up
that there should be the line should have been before that.
Attention.
Let me keep you abreast of the situation.
This is gold.
We now return to
MaJaMa.
It's not every day that you hold in your hands something that could affect the balance of power on the planet.
Well, like you're saying, let's give some.
Let's give some. I'm sorry. There's so little here, but there's a massive MacGuffin.
There's some kind of device that has to have 4 parts built.
Change the power shift in the world.
And it was all contained into a briefcase.
Yeah, eventually they get little parts from each of these different factories.
When do we get the next piece?
As soon as Uncle Sam pays for this one.
Her boyfriend's a cop. He's following the trail. She is the one using her helicopter company called Helisquirt, which gives rides to, I guess, the wealthy around.
And which apparently she
LA.
has the chopper in the house because.
Honey, could you give me a lift, please?
With pleasure.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, easy, come on.
Like
It's
just
kind of
going
funny
for-
because you feel like they probably should have made her captain of a motorboat.
So she drives the bad guy, flies the bad guys to Skyscraper, one of the companies that has one of the parts to this thing.
They sabotage the helicopter by simply removing the radio plug.
Yeah, but then she just gets out and calls
Yeah.
the guy from the tower.
Well, that's the reason. So she has to get into the skyscraper.
Yeah.
Because they were saying, wait up for us up here.
And there's some dude who's stealing money from the company.
Wait.
That guy.
Why are they locking
connected
it
to
down? How does that connect to the plot of?
It's not.
Well, it's the thing. We don't know what all. Well, maybe we
I have
missed
no
it.
idea what happened.
Maybe we missed it, but we don't know what all 4 parts create. What they're going to use it for? Are they going to blow? Is it a bomb?
four
Are they going
parts?
to? Are they going to?
They say it's just like it's the most powerful.
But then at the end,
Why
the
do
guy
they
doesn't
have to lock the building down to use the bomb?
No, they're not using the bomb. They're locking it
They
down to
have
get
just,
the bomb. They'll get the last piece of the
yeah.
bomb. Wait. Well, kinda.
Yeah, whatever.
I got a bad feeling about this.
First of all, they literally say there's 17 hostages.
Yes.
We have 17 hostages and we will kill them all if provoked.
With a few of the people who've been
In a
killed.
building that big?
Yeah, exactly. In a skyscraper with 86 floors.
According to the tagline.
So
terror.
is it like a slow day? Is it early morning?
Yes. And one brings her kid.
Yeah.
To work.
Dude, Denny Torrance just
Yes.
driving around with the little dog in his shirt the entire time, which just disappears at the end.
Yes. And then he comes back because the cop.
Look who I see.
Got a surprise for you.
CD.
Look at that.
Okay, wait. So they lock down the building because they want to get the part and they don't want to get distracted. But the dudes literally walk in the front door and blow away the front.
Wait,
the two
why do they
guys.
lock down the building?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to...
Is absolutely not clear.
Next, we'll lock off the building. No one gets in or out without our permission.
Because
Because it has nothing to do with obtaining a part. You can just get it. You don't have to.
It seems like they're going to get the part that's the last part they need to complete whatever that thing is. I assume it's a bomb?
No, I think it is
Technology?
more. It's just like something vaguely explained at the beginning. They say as the most powerful
Doing
tool.
rewrites. What is this thing again? I don't know. Just write it.
Something that could affect the balance of power on the planet.
Another flashback scene. To the beach.
Yeah.
She falls off the boat.
Also, the guy says they
Just
have,
get him out.
They have 17 hostages and say
Every 5 minutes I will kill a hostage until you return the case to me. And by the way, I have enough for about 1 hour.
Bayou-badou. 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 Bayou-badou.
Mateo said that they were like, the director and Anna Nicole went missing for an hour, and then they went and looked, and the director was going down on Anna Nicole in a dressing room.
That was a janitor.
Trailer.
he was in your broom closet.
Are you the director?
Yeah, sure.
Are we filming now, or is just?
Yes, we're filming.
Hello?
Oh, God. Stop telling the friggin' Best Boy crew to go in and out of there. She's not even conscious.
No one is allowed Mrs. Nicole's trailer anymore.
Do I look like a killer to you?
Oh, then there is this amazing sequence where she jumps off of the building into.
Dude,
onto,
she the dude who gets shot, who was the guy who helps him get the last part.
Here,
of the
take
briefcase.
this and run.
He tries to run because they double cross him.
I'll cover you. You just take this and get out of here. Go on. Go! Go!
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, take this. Don't let them get it."
Okay. Where am I running?
Yeah, honestly, she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna stand on the side of the building and then I'm gonna jump." And she jumps onto a window cleaning apparatus, whatever. Yeah. And then she's able to attach another rope to that and jump off and swing around. She's like dangling around like it.
By the way, she goes in free fall and then it stops, which probably would snap your spine.
Yeah,
and she goes, ah.
Let alone the ricochet of her tits hitting her in the face would knock her unconscious. And then her
strangle her
body
around.
just being blown around on the side of the skyscraper by the wind. But then she's like,
she starts to.
But like, who would be willing to be like, "Oh, I'm just a pilot. I'm just doing a job here. What is this thing? Oh, okay, I'll protect it with my life."
She's just hanging upside down for an hour, and they don't do anything. They just keep the camera on.
Every now and then during beating, she's boom. just shaking. Can someone get that thing off the windows?
The aftershocks are terrible.
So she does the John McClane where she swings, or she's just like swinging around to try to find a window.
At first, she swings around, but she's always at the same position. And then all of a sudden,
God. Why did I say yes to taking this briefcase?
and then she decides all of a sudden to smash through a window. And only that, the guy who was firing at her from above decides to
Finally gets the
fire.
brilliant idea that, hey, the rope she's attached to is attached to a mechanism up on the roof.
Yes.
Let me destroy that.
So what? At the end, what happens with the bomb?
That's what I'm saying. When he's on the roof, he takes the little kid who's running around, the one the mom's brought her kid to work with that day. He takes him hostage, and he doesn't even have the briefcase in that scene. So I'm like, Where was it? Did he want it? Was he leaving it there? Was the skyscraper actually a crucial part of what they were doing? Were they going to blow it up? Is that?
He probably at that point wanted to run away.
But I mean, that's the whole. I mean, he wouldn't abandon the thing after all that, right?
Yeah.
How does it? End
Unless
with the
I
bomb?
missed it, but it's.
I think he missed.
What's he doing?
I don't know, but he missed.
Hey, Dan, you missed. He missed.
I know I missed. Does somebody else want to try? You think this is easy?
Who's the boss guy that's like Shakespeare?
That's him.
Yeah,
that's
tried to class it up.
That's Esposito, the 90s Esposito.
Yes.
I'm nearly a man, and if you prick me, I do bleed.
Oh, Jesus, you're still doing that Shakespeare crap. Can we get on with this?
And she knows Shakespeare because when he quotes Shakespeare,
Oh my God!
she says, "Oh, it's
King Henry."
King Henry."
King Henry.
Before flying into a building. Great.
When a world of men could not prevail with all their oratory, yet hath a woman's kindness overruled.
Henry IV.
Yeah.
In the movie, there is a C4 explosion that blows up a gigantic hole into the skyscraper. And then later on, which is clearly a model, and later on when we see the skyscraper, sorry. And then when we see the building, it's intact in the exact same place. So probably they were hidden. There was a construction crew.
They were working fast.
Cut it out.
Tracking back, she hides the briefcase in a trash rolling bin.
Yes.
And she's trying to make her way through the. I guess we don't care.
There are a bunch of. She's kept. I mean, the one of the villains has magic surveillance cameras that they can film everywhere in front of the elevator. They follow people and stuff. And then he is confronted by two guys into a video storage, I guess. And
they're crawling through the duct system.
Oh, first there are three, and he kills one of them. The other two enter this video storage place where he is just like chasing them, or vice versa. And then he kills one, but the other vanishes because he then goes back to his position. And
her boyfriend breaks in at a certain point because he's in a police chopper and
yes, he
somehow
jumps,
lands on the same helipad as she does.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it's big enough for both.
Done, right? She shoots the guy, or she just the big climatic is she just starts punching him in the face.
That's the weirdest thing is that like the boyfriend pops out as opposed to like, let me keep my hiding position, wait till I get closer in range to the guy walking up on the roof and then shoot him. No, I'm gonna pop out like, hey, surprise!
Get in the chopper now!
Not till you let the boy go.
Let her go!
Gordy, wait!
And then he's like, okay, give me the kid. The kid runs to him.
Oh, the pointless fire trash can distraction.
Yes.
I'm where the heat is. I mean, I'm on level 7.
So, where are you?
I'm where it's hot.
We have got a fire on 7. Fairfax, you have an appointment with a pilot on the 7th floor. Now we will have visitors.
Yeah, like her whole plan was to be like, oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you where I am so you can come get me. I'll tell you where the briefcase is to not kill the hostages.
Yeah, I imagine.
So she's like, I'm gonna make a fire so you know where I am. Like, just bitch, tell her where you are.
Yes. And then
the computer system tracking the whole building.
After that, fire department arrives with a ladder. They just run onto the ladder that goes nowhere.
They're like
because
20 feet away from the building, so they're crawling up the ladder. So I'm like, are they gonna keep moving the ladder once you get to the top? What's your plan?
Whoa!
And then somebody with a
rocket launcher. This like 120-pound woman who doesn't even blink when she fires it will shoot her straight across the room.
Yes.
And they got like unlimited rockets. Those things are pretty damn expensive.
Yeah.
And where are you carrying them? You gotta have a whole knapsack just for your rockets.
We now return to MaJaMa.
There was never a story of more woe than this of Juliet and Romeo!
How did it end? What happened with the weapon?
So he he's got a gun and she just starts beating the shit out of him.
Yes.
It's not even clever. It's not smart. It's not like she's using her.
In one of the
no, but like what?
It's time for you.
But there's got to be some way that she's like, okay, how would this woman fare against a trained assassin or killer?
Yeah,
but she just
because we don't have any background that she is good.
Well, we know she knows how to shoot because she's from Texas.
Oh yes.
So that's the background.
Yeah. Remember, I'm from Maya, Texas.
Okay.
And she knows how to get shot on.
What's my character development? You're from Texas. Shut the fuck up and take your top off.
With pleasure.
God, someone keep her mouth shut.
Didn't I get a cowboy hat or something?
And then she kicks him out.
I dropped my pills in the elevator shaft. Don't go down there.
She kicks him off of the building.
How does she just like he just takes it?
And yeah, he has a gun.
Yeah.
And she's just like
he even drops the gun, I think, and Penn picks it up again.
Yes, and she still
just keeps roundhousing him.
I mean, seriously, use your. I mean, if it were, I don't know, if it were a comedy, you could actually use your boobs as some kind of a mace.
There is a movie.
Yeah.
In Italy was called the very clever title Susie Long Tits. I don't remember the English title, but yes, it's
Sweetheart, this is a remake of Italian classic Susie Long Tits. You don't need to be concerned about nuance.
But actually, yeah, she was strangling she was a mafia boss or something like that, gangster. And she would strangle her victims with
Did she have to use them?
See, that would be amazing.
Let's
and
do
it doesn't matter if she... No, but I'm saying, do that with Anna.
It
doesn't matter if she's bad acting. That would be incredible.
They weren't that long.
Not hers.
No.
But
But was she able to like control them like this, or she had to actually pick them up?
No, she would just like squeeze.
Is it a porno?
Soft porno, yes, I guess.
Business is of the essence.
Her granny pants are pretty high.
Yes.
Makes her butt look long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's thick all over.
Yeah.
Just a thick piece of meat.
You should find her when he did the Anna Nicole show on E! Entertainment.
There's 3 things people seem to think about me. They think I'm rich. I'm not rich. I'm gonna be rich. They think I'm a gold digger, and they think that I'm fat. Well, maybe I'm a little big boned.
Is there anything else?
Her face doesn't emote.
Nope.
It really doesn't.
It's like on top of her just It's just there's no expression to how she pronounces words.
They could have cast her in Assassins 33 AD.
Yeah.
She has no control over her arms.
You stay here, and I will go get security.
Let the hostages go.
Wait, did the Don Knotts guy die?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's in the control room with the lady.
Oh yes, because they were able to.
We did it! We did it!
Why was it locked down? As a failsafe? Because they didn't lock down the other facilities.
No, because in Die Hard they locked down the building.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Come on!
But isn't that because they get trapped in there, or they get forced to do so? Or no?
No, but
Can you
they
imagine?
did it there. Let's do it.
Imagine the day on the set. She didn't know what was going on.
So also, when she's
She had no
being
idea.
SA'd, she's
I'm
able,
sorry?
when she's being when she's being sexually assaulted,
Oh.
she's able to reach into the drawer. Plus, it's also now I guess nowadays with a view of 2025, it's crazy to watch a scene like that. Well, I mean, I guess it's an older movie still, but just to watch someone like literally get groped on screen.
Yeah.
But she's able to find a letter opener.
Yes.
And she stabs him in the thigh, and instead of him being like, "You fucking bitch," and hitting her in the back of the head with a gun, he just falls backwards, drops his gun.
Eyes bug out.
And then she grabs the gun from him,
And then we set up for an Arnie one-liner. She's like, "You wanna F me?"
You wanna fuck me?
Go on, fucking shoot me. Fuck you.
Fuck this.
It's like, what? You could have at least done like a cornball
Or like
Arnie
shoot
type.
him in the dick first, and then shoot him out the window, something like that.
Yeah.
Listen, if you put a sleaze master in
Like, it doesn't
front
take
of
much
this
effort.
and make it a really just blatantly boner-tastic, cheap action exploitation ogle fest
Is she still
with
acting?
some friggin' jokes like that, this could be a sleaze underground classic.
Well, let's jump on it.
Or at the very least, something really great to whack off to that you don't have to hit the fast forward button on.
Well,
Richard
Richard
Roper.
still.
Richard, this is in a family newspaper. Also, why is this review stained?
What a small price for infinite power.
One day we watched To Die Is Hard, which is a legitimate parody done with no money, so it lags a little bit towards the end, but is actually a genuinely funny movie. And it has a couple of ideas, and it skewers all these tropes, and it's really, really, really funny.
She's dead.
But this wasn't.
Well, I think we covered most of it, and you know, if we didn't, the only thing I'd regret is possibly not milking some laughs, because honestly, guys, it's so boring. I could not care about any aspect. It's just, there's nothing to grab onto. You don't care about any gun being
There's
fired.
plenty to grab onto. What are you talking about?
Well,
I thought we milked a lot.
On Christmas, I will give you the soundtrack of this one. So.
Dude, the songs during the sex scene.
Memories be kind. Bring back the two of us back in my mind.
Oh, okay, that's the last thing. So, if any
you
of
want
you
to last
are,
longer, just turn up the volume.
if any of you are fans of The Room, you know about the infamous "You Are My Rose." Like, you know, what the hell is this schmaltzy stuff?
That's Pink Floyd in comparison.
I was gonna say that actually sounds like a sensual song. Like, it's not even cheap like Cinemax schmaltz sex romance. It's like weird, just
the one in the flashback is a ballad.
Yeah, it's like, dude, get a little, or do the classic like saxophone.
But I guess this was still during the time when there was music over porn too, so it probably was just
probably
par for the course.
Deal.
Let's express our feelings.
No
with
thought needed.
Throwing these pieces of paper. So I'm going to split into two categories. The first one is for Anna Nicole's superb, amazing chest.
No, you don't throw anything for that.
Yeah.
All right, you throw if it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm actually taking all these.
125, folks.
I'm taking all these and throwing them into reverse and making every piece of paper disappear for the score for her chest, because it's not objectification, it's not skeevy, it's not a horn dog thing. That thing is just good. He's gay. He has no interest in women, and he was like, dude, look at them. Look at how real they look. Look at the size. Look at the heft. It's great.
Look at the way they fall.
It's great. Look at the way they fall. It's great. I can't wait to watch this alone. Damn, Jesus Christ, going to be going crazy. Okay, so honestly, it's a 1. It's ungodly.
Wait, 1?
5, right. That was the 1.
Again, 125.
2, 3, and 4 for a full 5, because this ungodly thing needs a friggin' titty shot like nothing in history. Good Lord.
5.
5.
No explanation. No explanation needed.
5.
An awful objective failure. You could have been a skeevy Russ Myers-esque classic.
Could have.
Could have. Instead, oof.
MaJaMa.
So guys, in conclusion, we're glad she's dead. It was friggin' awful. You just, my God. Don't watch this. Don't rent this. Look up the scene. They're on porn sites. You can find the isolated ones if you want to spank to it.
Should we like film us flipping the coin to make it seem like we actually did it, or just not even like worry about it?
We did do it. We did
what?
do it. We did flip the coin. We did flip the coin.
Did it? Did it? Good thing we did that.
Okay, let's go to where we can watch this alone. At least that one scene where she's firing at the cans and then her cans are getting fired on. Anyone have any last titty jokes before we cut here?
What are you taking the paper for?
MaJaMa.
Sure, on the surface, Anna Nicole Smith's Skyscraper may look like a bad movie, but it's absolutely perfect. If you don't count the brick walls of 2 buildings breaking when someone hits them. Or the blood that is thicker than water, or in this case, it is water. Or the fact that both Anna Nicole's commercial chopper and the police one have the same ID number. Or that the tagline says, it's 86 floors of action-packed terror. But in the movie, they show the floors are only 26.
I have an intruder alert on the top floor in the stairwell.
Or that Anna Nicole in the morning has white underwear, but later on she has black underwear. Or that Jimmy's car gets hit by a rocket. He's outside the car. But when Gordon runs up to him, he's no longer there. Or that the quote from Shakespeare.
When a world of men could not prevail with all their oratory, yet hath a woman's kindness overruled.
Henry IV.
Yeah.
Which Anna Nicole says being from Henry IV is actually from Henry VI. Alright, this movie blows.
Well, excuse me.